Hey, what's going on today, guys? If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you to Iron Antler Adventures. Today we're going to be firing up the forge and making a horseshoe knife. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And now you can like us on Facebook. So let's get that forge fired up and get to forging. Alright guys, I'm going to make a horseshoe knife. What I do is I'll go one side or the other where this line stops and I'll cut it off. You can use a grinder, a cut-off wheel, whatever you want to do. I'm going to use this cut-off hammer, and I'm going to get it hot, and then I'm going to cut it with the hammer. Alright guys, I'm going to use a cut-off hammer. I'm going to cut this at an angle. And I got an old piece of railroad iron here that I'm using. Under no circumstance would I ever cut this on my forge, or on my anvil. You just want to be careful when you're doing this, because this can go any direction. Just like that. So be really careful when you're doing that. Remember, it's hot. Don't pick it up with your hand. And put that back in the forge, and we're going to get this so it don't set the place on fire. Alright. Set it on this other old anvil in here to cool off. Alright guys, usually I'll take this and I try to flatten it out somewhat. It's a lot easier to handle when it's flat than it is a big curve in it. You never seem to have the right tool at the right time ever. Is a horseshoe good steel? No, you can cut hay bales with it. You can use it for a knife. It's more of a novelty piece. We're going to get that end hot, get it flatter than it is. Alright guys, we're going to try to get this a little flatter. Start hammering out the bevel. You got to keep it hot, guys. The thinner your metal is, the quicker it'll lose its heat. Got it pretty warm that time, guys. If you get a watcher, you'll burn this stuff up. Now I'll pretty much hammer in the bevel of the blade, and then I'll do the rest on the sander. There's a big debate on whether using oil or water. On my railroad spikes and my horseshoe knives, I use water with soap in it. Any other metal, I always use oil. You gotta always remember, guys, that is hot and you do not want to grab it with your hand. Luckily I haven't done that yet. I've almost done it a lot of times. Just like then. It's not if you're going to get burned, it's how bad when you're forging. I had a piece of metal come off and hit me on the belly one day and bounce off, and got a pretty good burn just off that glance, because that stuff's really hot coming out of there. Alright guys, there's kind of a rough idea of the horseshoe knife. I'll take it to the sander, get it looking a little better, cleaned up, shine it up, and it'll make a neat little knife for somebody. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, so that way you can be updated on our newest videos. And you can also like us on Facebook. Until next time, beard out.